Hey, good afternoon, church family. It's Monday afternoon here at the church, and I wanted to share with you an exciting announcement about a program that we are officially launching here at KCC. Yesterday, I finished up a series on the Song of Solomon. It was a series speaking about relationships and marriage. And I shared with you at the beginning of that series that the reason that we were doing that was, one, because we've seen over the last couple of years a lot of marriages that were hurting and some of them very broken. And we wanted to figure out a way that we could help walk alongside people in their marriages so that we could help repair if that's the case, help encourage if that's the case, but just let people know that we are present, that we're here, that we want to encourage and help and walk alongside people in their marriage relationships. We also talked about the fact that we want to prepare our young people for when it comes time for them to be in serious relationships and entering into marriage, that we have fully prepared them as well. And the reason for that is that when we consider the future of God's church, not just here at KCC, but everywhere, and we also consider the future of our community, we feel very strongly that when people are in strong marriage relationships, it helps them in their leadership. I shared yesterday from 1 Timothy chapter 3 that one of the qualifications for an overseer or an elder in God's church is that he be able to manage his own home well. We need to be training people to be able to manage their homes well, to be able to enter into and be in healthy marriages for the sake of God's church and for the sake of our community, even here in Kalkaska. So with that, we took this three-pronged approach. The first one was this marriage series that we just finished up yesterday. We want to make sure that we are putting God's word in front of people to say, this is what it looks like to have a marriage that God is going to shine upon and that God has planned for you to have. The second approach is that we also wanted to offer some events to celebrate marriage. So we had this Marriage Rocks event in March. We're going to have another one in the summer. We'll have a couple of next year as well. And those are just meant to celebrate the fact that we are married and that God has brought someone into our life to share life with, to live life with, and we just want to celebrate that and have a good time with other married couples and just enjoy that fellowship time together. Also, this fall, October, middle of October, the folks from Laugh Your Way to a Better Marriage, Phil Gunger, is going to come and give us some training on a Friday night and a Saturday morning. We'll have more details about that coming out soon. The third leg of our approach, however, is the announcement that I have to make today. I want to announce to you today that we are launching a marriage mentoring program here at KCC, a marriage mentoring program. If you go to kccwired.com and you click on the button for marriage mentoring, you can fill out the information, and then what you'll find is that we have 3 levels of marriage mentoring. I'm calling them, for lack of better terms, and I'll hopefully come up with better terms eventually, we've come up with walk, sprinting, and a marathon. The walking mentorship program is basically having a marriage mentoring couple walk alongside you and meet with you for 3 sessions and talk about the past. In the first session, talk about the present. In the second session, and in the third session, talk about future hopes and dreams. Again, there's a commitment of 3 sessions for that program, and it's an opportunity for you to get to know another married couple and to just talk about the past, present, and future in a way that just helps you dive into your marriage and to be open and transparent with others as we just encourage one another in marriage. The second tier is called the sprint. The sprint is when you have a specific area of marriage that you would like some assistance in. For example, finances. It's probably the easiest one to talk about. If you're having difficulty creating a budget or sticking to a budget or managing what God has blessed you with, we have couples that do very well with their finances. They do very well with creating a budget. They do very well in being wise stewards of what God has blessed them with. And so we would match you up with that couple, one of those couples, and they would have 6 to 8 sessions with you, helping you in that specific area of interest. Other areas that you may have difficulty or that you may be just wanting some help or encouragement in might be a blended family issue. Maybe it's communication. Maybe it's conflict resolution. Maybe your spouse is dealing with depression and you're not sure how exactly to work through that as a married couple. We have couples that have gone through some of those things that we would match you up with, that would be able to speak into your marriage about how they are handling those things themselves. The third area I've called the marathon. And I call it the marathon because it's a minimum of 12 sessions with another married couple. It might be you and a few other married couples, but it'll be basically a Bible study about marriage, using some resources that we have, maybe Right Now Media that we are currently subscribed to and is available to everyone in our church as well. But it'll be a longer term mentoring program in which you are committing to those 12 sessions of having a married couple speak into your life and into your marriage, as well possibly of others that are in the group as well. So that's our marriage mentoring program. And I want to make sure that I'm clear about a few things. Number one, just because you sign up to be mentored doesn't mean that your marriage is falling apart. You don't have to be in marriage 911 in order to have a marriage mentoring couple. I think that we all need mentors in whatever our occupation or place of life is. It's always beneficial to have people that have been where you are, speaking to you and sharing wisdom and encouragement with you. And marriage is no different. So just because you sign up doesn't mean that there's some kind of problem that you're having with your marriage. My wife and I have attended marriage conferences in the past. It wasn't because we were in some kind of trouble. It was just we wanted to be encouraged and we wanted to help our marriage thrive. And so we would attend those things. Same thing with marriage mentoring. If you just want some encouragement, if you just want to hang out with another married couple, this is something that could be for you as well. Secondly, when you sign up, yes, it's a commitment. All right. I want you to make sure you get those 3 sessions or those 6 to 8 sessions or those 12 sessions. This is a commitment that we want you to make when you sign up. We don't want you to schedule time with someone, one of our 17 couples that are ready to mentor, and have these times signed up and then end up postponing all the time or failing to show up or whatever. We want you to be committed when you sign up. And I know that there will be some challenges. Childcare is probably the first one that comes to mind. We have a childcare reimbursement program at the church. It's not for you to pay an older sibling to take care of younger siblings or for your parents, but if you need to hire a babysitter to come watch your kids so you can be in a mentoring program, we're okay reimbursing for that. We do that because we realize